Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We're still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, it was said that the wives of Ooni of Ife are in agony because of the honeymoon stuff. It is said that Ooni of Ife and Dr. Elizabeth is set for honeymoon. If you have been following this trend, you will notice that immediately after Dr. Elizabeth's marriage to Ooni of Ife, she requested for honeymoon. But because of the inauguration that was closed then, Ooni of Ife said that he is supposed to be present in the inauguration of our president, the Tinubu. So that was why they cancelled it then. They didn't go. But don't forget that when Dr. Elizabeth talked about that honeymoon, it was Mariam who made sure that she stopped it. Because according to her, she said that among all the wives that Ooni of Ife married, he didn't go on honeymoon with any of them. And not just that, it's just that this Dr. Elizabeth is favored. She is favored highly because if you watch closely, you find out that during her wedding, all that Ooni of Ife spent on her, he never did that for any of the oloris in the palace. According to what we are hearing, we heard that during the wedding with other wives, that the only thing he provided for them was a cow that cost not less than, that cost around 500 to 600,000. But during Dr. Elizabeth's wedding, we heard that the jewelries alone that he wore on that wedding cost about 20 million naira. I don't know how true it is, but we also know that Ooni of Ife bought her a house in Lekki with a G-Wagon and other entitlements, things that he has not done for any of his wives. He did all for Dr. Elizabeth. That is to tell you how precious Dr. Elizabeth is to him. So, and recently we heard that there's this appointment that got to Ooni of Ife as a first-class Oba, and he chooses Dr. Elizabeth to be the ambassador, as in he gave that appointment to Dr. Elizabeth among all his wives. So recently we also heard that the mantle of power is now on Dr. Elizabeth. That Ooni of Ife have given her the power to delegate duties in the palace. That she is in charge of all the women affairs in the palace now. To the extent that she has turned Temitope and Ronke into ushers in the palace, because from what we are hearing, there were ladies in that palace that are not wives who happens to be ushers, that anytime they have visitors, those ladies will be the ones to usher them in and attend to them. But recently we heard that Dr. Elizabeth have delegated that duty to Temitope and Ronke, and they cannot say no. Reason because they don't want trouble, because anything she says now is what Ooni of Ife is doing. That is what we are hearing. We don't know if it is true or not, but with the way things are going, you do know that Dr. Elizabeth bought a private jet for the family recently, and that is to tell you that power have changed hand, and when money talks, bullshit works. This time around, it is said that Dr. Elizabeth had been the one calling the shots, that whatever that she says in the palace, now everybody must obey. That if you fail to obey, you will start having problems. And she have been finding a way to make sure that the other wives leave that palace. That she don't want to be dragging Ooni of Ife with any of them. And from what we are hearing, it seems as if she has been staying in Ooni's quarter since then. Starting from the issue of sleep paralysis to matching on charms and all that. And let's not forget that Mariam is not left out. We heard that most times when there is a occasion where nothing good will come out of it, that she will delegate that. She will send Mariam to go and represent them there. And Mariam will have no other option than to obey, because Mariam on her own have bad record now on the side of Ooni of Ife concerning what the Olokun princess said about her and Ashley. And one of the guards also revealed that she saw her doing things against Ooni of Ife and the Queen Naomi. So with all those allegations, which we don't know if it is true or not, she have been on the corner. You do know that she was the one taking charge. She was in charge some time ago. But one thing is that nothing lasts forever. We heard that those times she challenges Ooni of Ife anyhow. She talks anyhow. She do anything that she deemed fit to do, and no one questions her. Maybe then she was still in control, either with the juju or with, I don't know. Not saying me talk more. So, but this time around, we heard that it is Dr. Elizabeth, and some people are saying, what do you expect? A woman, a new wife that can single-handedly buy a new jet for the family. She's worth it. She's worth controlling everyone in the palace, including the king. Oh, hey, that'll be smart, So this time around, they are planning for that honeymoon that Mariam stopped then. Yes, we heard that they are out, as all the oloris in the palace are now in agony. They are shedding tears. They are saying, what kind of love is this? Are we not married into this family the same way Dr. Elizabeth is married in? Hey, what is happening? Is it because of money? Because we don't have... Because it is said that some time ago that Dr. Elizabeth and Mariam was having problems, and they were... Elizabeth told her, shut up. How much do you think you have in your account? Don't you know that my money, the money I have, can take care of you and your next 10th generation? Hey! So this time around, though, she have started showing how rich and wealthy that she is. And some other people said that Ooni went back to that marriage, even when he was rejected at first, because of the wealth and the kind of family she's going into. And now we can see, it is not easy to buy a private jet. Now we heard that the one that Ooni of Ife was using was bad, and since then he has been using her daughter's one. And for Dr. Elizabeth to go and buy a new one now, it shows that she's a ready-made woman. So guys, don't forget that all these gist, they are all alleged, and they should be taken as such. Okay, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Bye for now. Love you guys.